Welcome to the Face Music Podcast. My name is Matt, and I'm your host. Welcome to episode number 39. We have a crushing new top 10, music news, a review of the brand new and final Megadeth album, and my very special guest, all the way from Japan, Bitoku of Sailing Before the Wind and Crystal Lake, is on the show today. You ready? Let's do it. Welcome to the show, everybody. What is up? How is everybody doing? I hope you got to check out last week's episode, but if not, you know where to find it. I had a great time talking with my friends in Uchikatsu, one of Long Island's most fun live acts. You can catch them March 14th at City Sounds in Ronkonkoma alongside my friends in Gaveldown, Dead Within Days, Path We Choose. It is a certified rager. In Shallows will also be playing the show as well. Haven't gotten to see those dudes yet, so I am very excited to go check them out. Hopefully, see you all there. Just got started making moves on my music. I was telling you guys recently that I'm going to be releasing new music this year, so I took my first step towards that release this past week. I still don't have a name for this project. I will be brainstorming my ass off trying to find one, but once I have a name for you, I could tell you that you will find out. I know the album will be 10 songs. I do have a couple of names in mind for what I'd like to call the album. I will most likely, and I mean almost certainly, have a few different vocalists helping me out. Gonna be a few of the songs I wrote for Logan's Room just completely redone and reimagined as I intended them to be originally, but they didn't quite make it there with the band. A few songs that never saw the light of day for Burn Your Bridges will also be featured. And then there's just some stuff that legitimately nobody but myself has ever heard because it's around 20 some odd years old. I am very excited. I just spent all day yesterday working on one of them. The name of the track is going to be Learn to Let It Go. It's a rager. To me, it sounds very Kill Switch, but according to my friend Dan from Gaveldown and Riff Haven Audio, he said it also reminds him of early Trivium and As I Lay Dying, which is a fucking huge badge of honor to be told that about something that I've created. That's probably going to be the first one that you guys hear once the lyrics are done and I get vocals tracked, but it's going to be a pretty raw sounding album, but it's just me, myself, and I doing this. I don't really want any other hands on this one. So I'm very excited for everybody to hear everything, and maybe I will do a playthrough for you next week. So, how did everybody do with the snowstorm last week? I mean, it's been now 2 weeks since we talked, but that snowstorm, I was skeptical that we weren't going to get anything, and then we got butt fucked. It was crazy. I was sitting in my living room just looking outside. I'm like, man, I was wrong. I'm okay about being wrong, because this is the first time that I've seen a snowstorm of that size since I was a kid. We don't really get snowstorms like that in New York anymore. We don't really get cold weather like that in New York anymore, which is such a surprise because it used to be ritual. It used to be just consistent. Every single year we get it. But yeah, we got slammed by that one. And they were threatening a second storm this past weekend, but we didn't get one, thankfully, which, it's either way. It doesn't matter to me. I'm home. I still can't find a fucking job, so it doesn't matter to me. But for everyone that does have to travel, it does matter. And I hope that everyone made it through that storm safely. I hope you didn't have to go into work. I hope you had to just take some time for you and enjoy time at home. But, yeah, I mean, they're calling for more snow. I don't think it's going to be shit. I'm going to stay skeptical on this one. It's been cold, but it hasn't been cloudy. So fingers crossed we don't get anything. But, yeah, this past weekend, this Saturday, was a holiday in and of itself, and I wish all of my fellow wrestling fans a happy, belated Royal Rumble weekend. I could nerd out on wrestling shit for hours, but I won't. But for anyone that cares, I am curious, what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts on AJ Styles actually retiring? What are your thoughts on Roman Reigns actually winning the Royal Rumble? Just let me know. Drop it in the comments. Tell me what you think, because that was a shock. A lot of shocks in all the wrong ways. But yeah, if you watched it, I hope you had a great time watching it, and I hope you had fun doing it. But guys, we have a very, very cool show today. We of course have this week's top 10. We have we're just gonna catch up with all metal things in the metal world, to which there was a few things going on this week. You got a few show announcements that you'll see in the credits at the end of the show. I'm gonna try something new with that. But I just recently announced a brand new show for my Linkin Park tribute, Project Zero. We will be playing March 28th at City Sound in Ronkonkoma alongside Break Stuff, the Limp Bizkit tribute, and my buddy Chuck's band, the MySpace Band, which throws things right back to the top 8 and putting a song in your profile. They play a lot of feel good music. They have everything from the Gorillaz to the Jonas Brothers. Basically, if you were around during the MySpace days, you'll know everything they play. They're a very fun band, and also features Chris, who was on my Linkin Park episode back in December. So it'll be cool to share the stage with those guys. But it is $18. Come down, have fun. We're going to be celebrating my birthday. I turn 38 1 week before that show. So, yeah, come hang. It's going to be a really good time. But as for today, aside from, show announcements, all that kind of stuff, I have a review of the brand new Megadeth album. And my very, very special guest today from the incredible Japanese metalcore band Sailing Before the Wind. I have their bassist Bitoku on the show today, all the way from Japan. Right before the end of the year, like I said, I got a little bit ahead with some interviews going into 2026, and he was one of them. We actually had a last minute thing thrown together. We hopped on Zoom together, and it was a very cool talk. So I'm looking forward to, all of you hearing that, learning about the band, and please go follow them. They are fantastic. They deserve so much success. These guys are absolutely killing it overseas, and hopefully they can make it this way. That would be very, very cool for them, cool for us. But yeah, go check out the interview later on. Don't miss it. And they're one of the best bands that I've discovered in 2025. Before we get started today, let's hear from today's sponsor. We are, everybody. We are in 2026. The new year, new me is in full effect. Our resolutions are set, our gym memberships are bought, but the reality is that most New Year's resolutions will fade by February. But real change doesn't come from being somebody new. It comes from small, consistent habits that create growth over time. One thing for me that I always had to work on was finding a way to pay my bills on time. And I know that seems silly, but I can never make it happen. So I would always forget about what I had to pay every month with streaming services. So what I started doing was, rather than wait for the potential of paying late or going negative in my account, I opened up a new account just for bills. I took a total of my monthly expenses, and I knew that by the end of the month, I needed to have that amount in the new account. Divide that by 4, and every week I would just put 1/4 of my total in, and I haven't missed a payment in a long time. It took time to get used to, but now it's such a common practice that it's become routine. And therapy works in a pretty similar way to that. It isn't a quick fix, but it is a habit that we need to build over time. A habit that helps us grow and understand ourselves and build lasting support for our well being. BetterHelp is a trusted sponsor for today's video and a very simple starting point for starting therapy today. It is so simple to get started. You fill out a questionnaire and you'll match with a therapist in as little as a few days. BetterHelp matches you with a therapist based on your preferences, their own clinical experience, and over a decade of matching expertise. You can switch your therapist at any time at no extra cost to you if it's not the right fit. There's over 6 million people who have gotten help from BetterHelp, the platform that you can trust. Click the link in the description, or you can go to betterhelp.com/facethemusic and get 10% off your first month of therapy. Bands, friends, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please just email me. If you have my number, you could text me or shoot me a message on Instagram. Whatever's easiest for you is easiest for me. But let's set it up. Just a heads up, though, I am booked out about 4 weeks in advance. So what that means for you is that if we set up a meeting today, that won't air for probably about a month. So just keep that in mind. There's not a whole lot I could do in terms of leeway on that either. I am still airing in February now what I recorded in December. So I gave myself a little bit of a padding room for this year. But if you're interested in coming on the show, we will make it work. So, yeah, I mean, just hit me up. 2026, it's going to be stacked. It's going to go quick. We're already in February. It's filling up. But please just shoot me an email at theftmpod@gmail.com, or as I said before, just text or Instagram. I just want to take a quick second, as I do every week, and welcome all of my first-time listeners. It is my pleasure to have you all listening and welcome you all into the Face Music family. I hope that you like what you hear today, and I hope that you go back and check out all the other great episodes of the Face Music podcast from 2025. We are about a week away from the 1 year mark of the Face Music podcast, so we're sitting at 39 weeks. We have, some pretty cool stuff from 2025, including interviews with Chris Contos of Machine Head, my boys, and Jason Bittner of Shadows Fall. So there's some cool stuff hidden in there, but please go back, listen, and if you like what you hear, please just give me a follow on social media, share something, let me know that you're there. But, as I also say every single week with this podcast, if you are new, you've never heard this before, if you are returning, you can vouch for me. But I don't waste your time. I promise that I never will. So when you choose to invest your time listening to the Face of Music podcast, that is time that I would like to fulfill, and have you not look back and say, oh, wow, that was a waste. I will not talk about politics on this show. The whole point is to turn the outside world off for just a little while every week. Episodes run about 2 hours, give or take. But in that time, I will tell you this. Fuck politics. Fuck the news. Fuck what happened at work. The Face of Music podcast is all about the music. I'm here to talk with you about all things hard rock and metal music. I'm here to expose you to some great new music, including at least, sometimes and lately it's been more than 3, but at least 3 independent artists every single week. And just give you entertaining discussions with artists that you may know and love to artists that you don't know yet, but I feel you may want to put them on your radar, kind of the next big thing in my eyes. But either way, I thank you so much for tuning in, and I sincerely hope you enjoy your first experience with the Face Music podcast. Now, for all of my returning listeners, welcome back. Thank you for listening every single week. Thank you for sharing everything on social media. For listening right now to another episode of the Face the Music podcast. I love you all, and I'm so thankful and so lucky to have your support. I do not and will not ever take that for granted. And also, I want to give a very special shout out to my friend Rob Moon. Dude, you listen to everything. You send me voice messages. You talk to me about the episodes. I can't tell you how much that means to me that you listen every single week and you give me critique. You engage in the discussions that I wish that you would just throw in a comments thread. But dude, I love you. Thank you so much for listening. And I appreciate your friendship, man. I sincerely do. Got a crazy good top 10 for you guys today. I hope you're in the mood for the heavy stuff. Before we kick it off, though, let's just do a real quick rundown on how our top 10 works. As most of us are already familiar, YouTube is a gigantic pain in my ass. So uploading clips from the top 10 usually gets entire episodes removed. I don't add the clips from the top 10s into the YouTube episodes except on very rare occasions. To experience the episode and the top 10 as intended, just head on over to Spotify. Also on Spotify, you can find the Face Music Top 10s playlist featuring every single song featured on the podcast. Make sure you check it out. It is a carefully curated playlist of all the best hard rock and metal music from both signed and unsigned artists. We're sitting now about 400 songs on that playlist. So go check it out and tell me about the new bands that you'd find. For your convenience, I always stick a scannable code at the end of every single top 10 segment just to take you straight to the playlist. But you could also find that link on all of my socials. Today, in our top 10, we will hear from Exodus, My Enemy, Obsidian Mind, Linkin Park, Currents, My Own Will, Making Blind Eyes See, Seven Dust, Crystal Lake, and Delirium's Dawn. Kicking things off for us at number 10 this week, we have My Own Will out of Detroit, Michigan. The band has been around about 11 years now. They are self-proclaimed ass-beating music and typically carry more of a deathcore sound, but on our top 10 today, My Own Will pays homage to the greats, the industrial metal kings, Static X. If you are a fan of Body Snatcher, Spite, Born Anew, Fit for an Autopsy, you're going to love their original sound, and I highly encourage you to go check them out. At number 10 today, this is My Own Will covering the Static X classic, The Only. At number 9, my friends, I said it before, this is the Royal Rumble weekend, or was, because it's now February 2nd, and I was lazy as fuck last week uploading this video. It's the playoffs for us wrestling fans leading up to WrestleMania. Wrestling has always been synonymous with music, whether it be a wrestler's theme or video game soundtrack, or even the official songs of special events or TV shows. Well, in recent years, WWE has really shifted away from rock music, from metal music, and gone all pop or rap. This is the same company that at one point was using bands like Marilyn Manson, Limp Bizkit, the Union Underground, completely sold out and went pop. So this year, I was extremely happy to hear that they not only went back to hard rock, but they did so with Linkin Park. Now here's the catch. It's new era Linkin Park. I have no problems with this. I love Emily Armstrong's voice, and I think that the entire From Zero album was fantastic. But I get people may not enjoy her because she's not Chester. Linkin Park, in just about any era, has been a favorite band of mine, and this era really is no different. So I'm more than happy that they're using one of the strongest tracks on From Zero for this event, Heavy is the Crown. I'm not going to try to sell you on Emily. Everybody's allowed to feel how they feel, but I will say that this one is one of the heaviest songs on the album. The first time I heard this, my jaw just hit the floor. I even gave Chester a run for his money in terms of the long scream. Happy Royal Rumble weekend to all who celebrated. This is our number 9 song. This is Linkin Park with Heavy is the Crown. Number 8. A while back when I was in Logan's room, we were really starting to take things seriously, trying to get off Long Island and really play to new crowds, new experiences, new venues, and it was hard. You know, we really didn't know anybody, and anyone that we did know was gatekeeping contacts. One band in particular that I won't name, but they didn't make life easy for us, but they wanted us to give to them. Needless to say, contact with that band fell off hard. But we eventually got out to Atlantic City, which was a pretty cool experience, all things considered. You know, it was our first out of state show. It was Atlantic City, which was cool. It was in front of the Tropicana, which is cooler. But, you know, in terms of promotion, we played to pretty much just the other bands. The promoter really, I'll be honest, he shit the bed with that one. He promised us this is one of his biggest events. Turns out that wasn't true at all. So we end up getting put in contact with another promoter upstate New York to make up for this. I won't name his name, but he put us on a bill and he talked it up. He promoted it. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, he was doing right by us. I saw the promotion that was happening. We were in contact with him every single day. So I wasn't worried or concerned. But we did spend the money to get up there. We did rent a van. You know, we put all our shit in there and we, you know, drove the 6.5, 7 hours to get up there. And we quite literally played to the promoter, his wife, and not, I can't even say we played to the other band because they were in the fucking green room just ignoring us. And then they wanted us out there for them. But, right? St. Ridley here's looking at you, buddies. Dicks. But, yeah, the show was not good. You know, we sounded good. We got some video footage of it, but dude, we went up there and we were young and stupid and naive, and the promoter felt bad. So I trusted him, and he set us up with another show. Again, same thing. We pack our shit into a van. We head upstate to Max Bed Art Bar, which shout out Max. It was a sick venue. It's closed down since, which is a shame. It was a really cool spot. But that put us in contact with two up-and-coming bands who were touring together, Crossing Rubicon out of Connecticut and Caustic Method out of Syracuse. People showed. It was a great show. It wasn't super packed, but, you know, there was people there this time. And the other bands enjoyed us, and that was important because that opened a couple doors for us. But it was definitely an exposure gig, just like the last one, just a little bit better this time. I kept in touch with Matt from Caustic Method and Scott from Crossing Rubicon. Ended up playing a festival with both of them in Jordan, New York, about a year or two later. And, you know, we didn't get paid for it, but we all agreed in Logan's room it was about an opportunity. So, you know, we hit up Crossing Rubicon and we said, hey, we're not going to be able to draw, but this is a great opportunity and we would love to come play. So they had us and we had a blast, dude. First and only festival we've played, first and only outdoor stage we ever played. So it was a really good time. But Matt, since then, Caustic Method kind of slowed down a little bit. So Matt's been working on other things. He's gone through some stuff with his daughter. God bless. She's absolutely fine now. There's an angel looking out for that little girl. But, you know, he was going through his stuff. He started working on other things. He had an acoustic project for a bit, and then he debuted this new band called My Enemy. They just came out. They're brand new. They just released their first single like last week. But they are a band full of seasoned vets who are no strangers at all to the stage, to recording, or creating absolutely skull-crushing metal music. Coming in at number 8 this week, we have the self-titled track from the upstate New Yorkers. This is My Enemy with My Enemy. Number 7, my friends, we have Delirium's Dawn out of Munich, Germany. Delirium's Dawn just celebrated 20 years as a band, going on 21 this year. The band currently has 4 full length albums out, with their newest, Doomed to Collapse, due out in just under 2 weeks from now on February 13th, 2026. Today, I have the first single off of this brand new album. I hope you all enjoy as much as I did. At number 7 this week, this is Delirium's Dawn with Out of Hades. Number 6, we hear from a fucking legendary thrash band. One of the Bay Area OGs. They've been doing their thing since the early 80s and even birthed one of metal's most well-known guitarists at the same time of one of metal's most well-known and loved songs. The band is Exodus, and for those unaware, Kirk Hammett of Metallica was a founding member of Exodus. I'm assuming that if you're listening to this, you probably already knew that. But hey, fun metal trivia if you didn't. Also adding to that trivia, the song is called Die by His Hand, which was turned into the relentlessly thrashy Metallica hit off of Ride the Lightning, Creeping Death. I'm sure that Dave Mustaine tried to take credit for this one too. But in 2004, the band would see Rob Dukes take over vocal duties, welcoming in an era of the band that so many of their fans praised. Dukes would leave the band 10 years later in 2014, but in 2025, we would see the return of Rob Dukes, and fans were ecstatic. Rob also, shout out, his other project was called Generation Kill. Crazy good band. I seriously recommend you check them out. Found out about them through The Bonfire, Big J. Ogerson and Robert Kelly on Sirius XM, so shout out to The Bonfire as well. But here we are in 2026, and we have a brand new Exodus album, brand new Rob Dukes Exodus album being released on March 20th, entitled Goliath. So happy birthday to me, because that's the day I turned 38 this year, creeping towards 40. But that is the first release on Napalm Records for the band as well. They just signed to Napalm 3 years ago. So the band is gearing up for that release, and with that, they dropped their first single, which I have for you today. The song is a brutal thrash song about the narco killings in Mexico back in 2010, with an estimated death toll of 3,111 people. This is the first single off of Goliath, welcoming back Rob Dukes. At number 6 this week, this is Exodus with 3,111. Number 5, out of the UK, we have metalcore band Making Blind Eyes See. The band was around for a bit before taking a break and reformed back in 2019. They have 3 full-length albums out currently, and on February 17th of this year, they're dropping a brand new track called Snakes and Ladders. These guys have such a raw and powerful sound. Each song is so well crafted, and you can definitely feel where their heads were when writing these songs. Last year, towards the back end of 2025, they dropped a new single, which also happens to be our number 5 song this week. This is Making Blind Eyes See with Rain. Taking the number 4 spot this week out of Newton, Connecticut, we have metalcore band Currents. Currents was founded in 2011, and currently, and since 2018, there are no original members left of the band. The current lineup is Chris Wiseman, who's also the founder of Shadow of Intent on lead guitar, Ryan Castaldi on rhythm guitar, Brian Willey on vocals, and Matt Young on drums, and Christian Pelgarin on bass. On Halloween of last year, they surprise released a brand new EP entitled All That Follows, and they're set to head out on tour this spring, March and April tour, with Era and Caskets as support. Our number 4 spot this week comes off of All That Follows. This is Currents with Rise and Fall. Let's do a quick recap of our top 10 so far before heading into the top 3 songs. At number 10, we had My Own Will with The Only. Number 9, we had Linkin Park with Heavy Is the Crown. Number 8, we had My Enemy with My Enemy. At number 7, we had Delirium's Dawn with Out of Hades. At number 6, we had Exodus with 3111. At number 5, we had Making Blind Eyes See with Rain. And at number 4, we had Currents with Rise and Fall. Coming in at number 3 this week, out of Cincinnati, Ohio, we have Obsidian Mind. Obsidian Mind has been around since about 2021. They released one EP back in 2022. It was self-titled. And aside from that, just an array of singles through the years. Now, fortunately, when I found this band, it was due to their brand new single that they had just released on January 3rd of this year. I've been scouring their social media pages for any mention of another full-length or EP coming our way, but I haven't seen anything. So I'm hoping that there's more on the way soon. These guys are way too talented, and I need more, to be honest. At number 3 this week, this is Obsidian Mind's brand new single. This is Mirage. At number 2, we hear from Crystal Lake out of Tokyo, Japan. Formed in 2002, this band is truly incredible. They are a powerful metalcore band signed to Century Media Records with a fresh new vocalist in their arsenal. And if you've seen them or seen videos of them, you'll know just how fucking insane their live show looks. Pure energy in that room, in every room. Crystal Lake just dropped a brand new album entitled The Weight of Sound on January 23rd, and that song, the song that caught my attention anyway, that led me towards this album is the song Everblack featuring David Simonik. That is the first song on the album as well. Crystal Lake felt like a good ad for today, considering my show guest today, Bitoku, used to play with Crystal Lake for a while. Which we talk about during our interview, and you'll hear that very soon. But please go check out the brand new album. Support these guys. At number 2 this week, this is Crystal Lake with Everblack. Number one, dude, let me tell you. I knew that this song was going to be our number one song before I even heard it. If you saw my Instagram story, you already know who this is. Last week, it was announced that May 1st, 2026, Seven Dust would be dropping a brand new record entitled One. And to kick off the promo for this album, they also released a brand new single and video for Is This the Real You? The video and the song are both legitimately perfect, in my opinion. The video shows a man who's always followed by a snake and a crow, approaching people who are down on their luck, making them promises of success, happiness, possessions, relationships, and telling them they can have whatever they want as long as they do what he tells them to do. Basically, the devil whispering in your ear. You will have what you want, but at what cost? Yes, you may hurt somebody, may even ruin somebody's life, but you'll have what you want and you'll be happy. It paints the picture of, I believe, 6 different people from kids to adults, and the end of the video reveals all of them standing in hell with the man who guided them as well, playing the devil. Now, this really prompts the question of, is this the real you? Is this who you are or who you were attempted to be? Something that's very reflective of our society today, I think, something almost Macbethian. Are people born evil, or do they become evil over time through temptation, ambition, and choice? Seven Dust once again hits it out of the park with this heavy, deep, groove-filled track. Your number one song for this week, this is Seven Dust with Is This the Real You? I feature signed and independent bands every week from all over the world, from Cali to Japan, from Australia to Brazil. There's a lot of incredible music that I deliver straight to you. You could very easily find your new favorite band right here on the Face and Music podcast. I only promote the bands that I feel truly bring something to the table, something that's worth paying attention to. I promise I'm not going to waste your time and tell you to check out any band that truly doesn't deserve your time. I hope that you found some great new bands to listen to because of this podcast. Personally, I have. Every single week I'm finding more music that I'm adding to my main playlist. Um, I sincerely hope that you guys are enjoying this, and please check out the Top 10s playlist when you're done listening to the episode for all of the great music heard right here by either searching or scanning the code that is on your screen now. Guys, real quick, I say it every single week, but I mean it and I appreciate it. Just 3 fast and easy and free ways that you can help me grow the podcast. The first one, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube and Spotify. You'll be instantly notified when a new episode is uploaded every week. Number 2, follow my social media pages. I am on Instagram, where I'm the most active. I have a Facebook page. Please go follow, and that leads me to number 3. Share what you see on social media. Tell your friends and family about the podcast. Hell, you can even be like the person in line at a concert in London that told the band Circle of Nerves about me. Let's grow this thing together, my friends. That's the shit that I'm talking about. Those 3 things can all be done in the same 5 minutes. It costs you absolutely nothing, and it helps me out tremendously. Now, guys, music news. Last we spoke, we were about to get the brand new Megadeth album. And I was going to do a track by track review of it, but I think that since I felt the same about so many of the tracks, I'm just going to condense this down. So, first of all, Tipping Point is undoubtedly the best song on the album. It crushes. The guitar work is incredible. The drumming, the vocals, the bass, it is quite literally the whole package. Now, with that being said, a lot of the tracks didn't quite live up to the hype that Tipping Point delivered when it came out. Hey God had some very raw and very real lyrics on it, some very self-reflective themes that I didn't think Mustaine was going to go for, but I loved hearing the sincerity in his voice for it. Let There Be Shred, I mean, it's a crazy, crazy good song, but it's such a corny title and hook. To me, it's like when you hear, the older generation, I won't call them what everyone else does, but the old heads, when they say rock and brother and stuff like that, it's just like, oh, dude, just stop. It's corny now. But with this final album, I will say there were no bad songs. Only a couple of great songs, but the rest were just good. Now, the one song anyway that I was the most curious about, and I think that we all were, was the Ride the Lightning cover. My buddy Drew told me it sounds exactly like what you'd expect Megadeth covering a Metallica song to sound like, and he couldn't have been more spot on. It's actually a pretty good fucking cover. Pretty true to the original track, so I give them a lot of credit. I definitely don't mind the updated production and the little Megadeth isms here and there. Dave did a surprisingly good job vocally, despite it being in a lower key than the original. The band absolutely ripped, and I think this may have been a highlight of the album for me. Personally, I expected a Four Horsemen versus Mechanics kind of contrast, where Dave just tries to speed it up and outplay, but this was done extremely respectfully to the original track. Dave also said that he feels the best way to close his career is to do so by one last tour with Metallica. Fine, Dave, take my money, okay? Overall, though, I give this final Megadeth album a 6 out of 10. Again, no bad songs, not necessarily even filler tracks, but I did expect more and got less. Nonetheless, a very solid way to bookend the band's legendary career. I hope everybody tuned in because it was a major metal happening, but Spiritbox played the Grammys yesterday. It was just a pre-show. That's fine. I'll take it. They played at 5 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time, but they played the Grammy stage. I'm late recording this, so I might as well throw it in, right? I meant to put this out last week, and I got lazy, so here we are talking about it on Monday, February 2nd. The band tore through Soft Spine, left all the fucking normies clutching their pearls as expected. The host looked like he was left speechless, and then the YouTube chat was filled with just hysterical people that were they were so upset over what they were hearing. People that were clearly terrified of the Junt band. The band would end up losing the best metal performance to Turnstile, which Turnstile is a lot more punk than metal, but the Academy, man, they're a joke. They really are a joke. Spiritbox, I mean, they deserve to win that. They've been consistently on the rise through the past few years. They have never dropped a song that people haven't liked. Tsunami Sea was incredible. Eternal Blue is incredible. Their EP was incredible. Like, they should have won this one. Especially, I mean, losing to Turnstile. I'm happy for Turnstile. I really am because they've also been grinding it out. But dude, they're not metal. They're not metal. And the other nominees in the group was Dream Theater, Ghost, and Sleep Token. Now, say what you will about the other three, but they're at least heavier than Turnstile sometimes. Ghost sucks. Ghost is just they're a pop rock band, but Sleep Token, as much as I've had to say about them, they do have their heavy moments. And Dream Theater, come on, dude, they're the prog metal gods. Um, but yeah, it's like I said, the Grammys, they're completely disrespecting metal. their their in memoriam section that they did during the show too. They also left out Brent Hines, which I feel like is really shitty, really, really fucking shitty. You know, include everybody. He was a very important person in the metal world, and he should have been included in that. But this is why metal needs its own award show. This is why in my end of 2025 video I did my own in memoriam, because I had a feeling that like there's gonna be names left out where they should be mentioned in the popular spotlight. And dude, we don't have something like that for the metalheads, for the rockers. We're always going to be shunned. We're always going to be blacklisted. We're always going to be the outcasts. So, um, I promise you that at the end of every year, I'm going to do an in memoriam section, and I'm going to pay proper tribute. So, if you follow me that long, you can count on it. And if you followed me through late last year and you saw my end of episode or end of year episode last year, it was in there too. Um, but man, that really sucks that the Grammys couldn't include such an important figure. I didn't even bother watching the Ozzy tribute. I've seen basically as much as I care to see in terms of mainstream Ozzy tributes. I don't really need to see Jelly Roll and MGK covering fucking Crazy Train or whatever. If you watched it, let me know how it was. I didn't waste my time on it. But lastly, for this week, and especially talking about Ozzy, Sharon Osbourne says that Ozfest could be making a return. And she said it could be returning as early as next year. So that's really cool. I really like hearing about that. This is the first time that I've had faith in Sharon to do something like this. Because she knows what the fans want. She knows what made Ozfest so successful. I hope it's a full tour. I don't even care if they do weekends only. We need the return of Ozfest. We need to hear a band like Hatebreed ripping up a stage at 9:30 in the morning. I'm hoping this happens, especially since Mayhem Fest shit the bed so hard again. They promised to come back. They did one day in California. They had like Bad Omens headline, and that was 2 years ago now. And they promised a full return for 2025, and they didn't even post last year. So I mean, I'm not counting on Mayhem Fest coming back, especially with who's running it. It's the dude from Warped Tour. So what could you expect, right? Just a half-assed money grab. But dude, let's keep our fingers crossed for Ozfest. This would be a massive comeback for the legendary tour. Guys, late last year, I introduced you all to a band called Sailing Before the Wind out of Japan. I found these guys just by scrolling through reels on Instagram one day, and I saw a video of a live show, and they were insanely good. They were groovy, they were heavy as fuck, just solid metalcore. Um, I commented on the video, and they commented back. I asked if we could set up an interview of some sort, and well, we did. So right before the end of 2025, I hopped on a Zoom call with their bassist Bitoku, and we had to talk about his career, about the band, his time spent in Crystal Lake, and what the Japanese metal scene is like. Talking about how different it is from the American scene, how their clubs are structured out there. It's a really cool talk, a really great interview. I had so much fun, and this is my first international interview. So please enjoy, my friends, and welcome Bitoku to the Face of Music podcast. So, welcome to the Face of Music podcast.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to have you. And yeah, man,
Yeah.
I found Sailing Before the Wind only a couple weeks ago. My band tagged me in your post, and I
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
loved what I heard. So I wanted to try to get you on as soon as I could. So
what how long have you been playing?
We've been the band started out 2011, so it's been almost 15 years, I believe.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah.
And what made you guys want to start a project? Like, were you guys all playing together before that, or?
Oh, we met. We know each other on the online, like searching for band to join.
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
yeah, that's how we started the band.
And you were a founding member, right?
Yes, yes.
Very cool. Um, so now when it came time to actually, putting the band together and trying to
Mhm.
figure out a sound, what inspired you? Like what bands were you guys all kind of into that made you want to write the metalcore music?
Um, I would say the three big influence on me the early days will be August Burns Red and Parkway Drive and It Dies Today.
Oh wow.
You know them? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, three
Yeah,
absolutely incredible
yeah,
bands.
yeah. And especially the early records from them, like not recent
hmm
releases. Yeah.
What's your favorite It Dies Today record?
Sirens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, masterpiece to me.
I got to see them one time.
Oh wow.
I want to say maybe 2005 or 2006.
Wow.
It was a very long time ago, but I saw them with I Killed the Prom Queen, who's from
Wow.
Australia, um, and Silverstein, and then
Oh.
uh, I think He Is Legend was also on that bill,
Mhm.
and there was one more that I can't remember, but they were so good. And that was Marigold era. It Dies Today.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
were they were really like popping off at the time. But yeah, I don't hear too many people talk about them anymore. So it's cool that you brought them up. They're one of the most underrated bands out there.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
And August Burns Red is,
Yeah.
I mean, they are close to my heart.
Yeah, yeah.
They're an incredible band.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's very cool, man. So now I have the American point of view of metal
Mhm.
music, and
Yeah.
I know, culturally in America what that's like, but what's it like for you guys? Like, tell me a bit about the Japanese culture with metal music.
Um, like metal music, it's a kind of very small community in Japan. Like the band, we know each other like in the metalcore scene, like very small. So like we all know each others, like other bands. So very close, very small, not a big thing. I think maybe that's a biggest difference.
Hmm. The the underground metal scene here isn't a popular one.
Okay.
It's still very much you go to the clubs and you see a lot of familiar faces.
Hmm.
All the bands are basically friends with each other. But it's not popular here by any means.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, I think it's kind of same situation in
yeah.
Japan. Yeah,
Do you guys get like good turnouts at your shows? Like good crowds or
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The videos that I see you posting are
Hmm.
they look like so much fun.
Yeah.
You know? Looks like you guys always have a good time on stage. You always
Yeah,
seem to
for
have
sure.
a good crowd movement,
Yes.
seems like a fun time. And
Yeah.
so I mean, I've only seen what you post, so I don't know the venues or anything, but um is are the clubs over there like accommodating for bands to play? Like do they because it looks like you have a lot of lights and a lot of production.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Uh, we usually hire the sound guy for us,
Okay,
and sometimes the we hire the light guy also.
that's
So
awesome.
that's what, yeah, that's why the videos looks like good.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it's high production, so I'm like, wow, man,
Yeah,
that's cool. Like over here, we it depends on where you play, but not every venue is that accommodating. Um, Sometimes you'll have like the venues that don't really know what they're doing with lighting, and
yeah,
they'll just
yeah,
flood like red lights all over the stage, and you can't get good pictures or videos or anything.
yeah.
And then there's other venues where they don't turn the lights off. You basically play
Oh,
into a completely
wow.
lit up room. So it's hard to find a good lighting situation out here. But um yeah, that's cool that you have such a good scene over there because that's so important to have. It's a good outlet being
Yeah.
able to perform live and have people go to your shows. And so now with you personally, how long have you been playing music?
Um, I started the bass when I was 14, so it's been almost 20 years
Oh
since
wow.
I, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And who inspired you? What are your favorite bassists?
The first one will be Billy C. Han from Mr. Big, you know,
Hmm. Yeah.
like crazy tapping thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy
Yeah,
Sheehan, he's incredible.
yeah. I was trying to be like him. Yeah, I want to play like him, but I can only play zeros now.
Anything's possible, dude.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, Billy Sheehan, he's still playing.
yeah.
He's still doing his thing. Um, I only got to see him play one time, and it was with the Winery Dogs. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh,
them.
yeah, yeah. I know.
Yeah, Richie Kotzen and Mike Portnoy. And they played a lot of like their stuff, but they also played a lot of the things that they wrote early in their
Mhm.
career. So they played some early Richie Kotzen songs. They
Oh,
played
nice.
they played some David Lee Roth songs for when Billy Sheehan was with David Lee Roth. So they played Shy Boy, which is one of his best bass songs in my opinion.
Yeah,
He goes crazy in that song.
yeah.
But so who else? Billy Sheehan's a good one, but who else got you going?
Um, Regarding that bass tone, there's a band called Talisman from Sweden, I believe. Um, their bassist, Marcel Jacob. I'm not sure how to pronounce, but the
Hmm.
Marcel from the bassist from that band, the tone is like insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a super drive, like jun, 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 but you can
really.
hear that every single note clearly. So like it's like a kind of a metalcore song, but
Hmm.
they're actually hard rock band. But like
That's cool.
Yeah, that song is insane. The band is a Talisman.
Uh,
Talisman, maybe.
I'll have to look them up. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to get that kind of tone with the bass. It's also so hard to,
Yes.
to make it sound almost like a guitar, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
You'd have to play like super thin strings and, hot pickups.
yeah. So, are you playing the guitar in the band? Burn the bridges?
Um, I used to. The
Oh,
band,
okay.
yeah, Burn Your Bridges broke up in
Oh, okay.
2020. Yeah.
Oh.
So I was playing bass for
Hmm.
playing guitar for them. Um but now I'm in a Linkin Park cover band for the time being.
Oh, okay. Nice. Uh, uh, the Burning the Bridges is your first band, or like any band you
Um
are you in the past?
so I was in a band originally called Logan's Room.
Hmm.
Um that was more of a it was like a hard rock kind of
Oh,
band.
nice.
And then we started to get a little heavier towards the tail end of our
Hmm.
career. Um, and then that fell apart 2017, I want to say.
Okay.
Then I put Burn Your Bridges together in 2018. And that was metalcore mostly.
Yeah.
But it had a lot of like deathcore elements in it with some of the writing styles. Um, but yeah, that unfortunately only lasted a couple of years. We broke up during the pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was a lot of internal tension with that band, so it's all right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just curious, like when I got DM from you, and like I was like, who is this guy? Like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, for now, I'm doing the podcast, obviously.
yeah.
I just put together a Linkin Park cover band a couple months ago for fun. And next year, hopefully, I'll have an original project out there playing gigs again. But at the very least, I'll have some recorded music that I've been working on. So I'll go back to my roots a little bit, make things nice and
Nice,
heavy.
nice.
Yeah, I think Burn Your Bridges still has some songs on Spotify.
Yeah, I check it out, and
Yeah.
it sounds awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Um, I'm curious. I see your one of your bases behind you. Which one is that? Like what brand is that?
This one.
Yeah, I'm
It's
looking behind my camera.
it's like Ibanez.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and this one BTB
Yeah,
is a model I love.
that's a gorgeous base.
Yeah.
It looks kind of, Les Claypool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
Primus.
looks very similar to one of his bases.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your what's your go-to brand to play?
Ibanez for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about Ibanez do you like? Like what draws you to them?
Hmm. It's like the looks. I love how it looks like natural.
Yeah.
Like yeah. And what you call this? Like the cost performance. Like if we buy like they they have a like a very good price,
Yeah.
and the quality is like beyond the price.
Hmm.
That's why I love their like the style. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah,
I'm really big on ESP LTD for the same reason, is that you can get a really good quality guitar and you don't have to spend $2,000 to do it, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
My favorite guitar that I have is an ESP LTD Kirk Hammett, but
Oh,
it was one of the lower end models. It was like a $300 guitar, but it's
oh,
my favorite guitar that I own. And I have
oh.
guitars that are definitely more expensive than that, but
Hmm.
they don't play as well, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
But for the price, it definitely serves, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, with Ibanez, I've noticed that they're not a particularly expensive brand,
Yes,
and they're very consistent with their sound. So no matter how much you're spending on it, you're going to get the same quality really every time.
yes, yeah.
What do you play in terms of amplifiers?
Uh, my go-to amp is uh, here, like
Oh, cool.
Mark Bass. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of low end in those.
Okay. Yeah,
My friend has one of those, except he's got the big combo amp, and
yeah,
you plug into it, and like it shakes the whole room.
yeah. Yeah,
It's all lows. You can't really get mids to cut through in that, but still sounds great.
yeah,
So when I was looking up your band, I noticed that you also played with Crystal Lake for a bit.
yeah.
How was
I
that?
was. It was absolutely wild experience. The touring with them. Yeah.
How long were you with them?
Um, it's like 3 or 4 years totally,
Oh
I
wow,
think.
very
Yeah.
cool. And were you just a live musician, or were you like on records, or?
Um, I'm only for the tour and the music video. I'm not playing on any record from them.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Did did you? I mean, obviously, as a live musician, you got to do a bit of touring. Um,
Yeah.
did you guys come over to the States at all?
No.
No.
Yeah. When I was touring with them, I couldn't able to go the States with them. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah.
What was your favorite place to play with them?
Um, favorite place, venue, country.
Country, yeah. Like, what was your best experience with them?
Um, uh, do you know North Fest, like Slick
Yeah.
North Fest? Yeah. On 2014, there's a North Fest held in Japan. Um, the Crystal Lake played that festival, and it was like so many crowd. I believe it was over 8,000 or 9,000. I'm
Oh
not sure,
wow.
but like there's a like super big
Yeah.
festival. Yeah, like it's the biggest metal festival in Japan. So, and that was first time like I'm playing that kind of like a big festival. So
Yeah.
yeah, the first experience was like boom, like wow,
Dude, I'm sure.
yeah, this is wild. Whoa,
Yeah.
like yeah.
My friend Tyler a couple years back joined the band Prong. Um
Oh wow,
yeah,
I know
so
that.
he he auditioned for them, and then he gets the phone call one day
Mhm.
that he got the gig and his first show is going to be kicking off the Metallica tour
Wow.
at a football stadium out here. So Metallica handpicked certain bands to play the parking lot of their shows when they were doing
Oh.
their no repeat weekends in like 2023. So
Mm.
Prong was picked for the tri-state area. So they played at a football stadium in the parking lot, and that was his first show with Prong. So he steps foot on stage to like 10,000 people in a parking lot.
Wow.
Then from there, like they did a couple small club shows, but this past summer he spent 3 weeks over in Europe. So they did a tour of
Mm.
Germany, but they also played I forget which festivals, but they played a couple of the really big festivals out there. And he's like sending me pictures and videos. I'm like, I would be terrified. I would not be able to do what you guys do stepping on those stages. Like he just sent me a picture and it's just a sea of people, you know.
Oh, that's huge.
And he he's someone who's kind of he's a little nerd at the end of the day. So he's he's walking around like you'll never guess who I just met, you know.
Yeah.
Like I just got to meet Gojira. I just got to meet Rivers of Nile. I'm like, well, enjoy it. That's the whole experience. You go out there, you do that kind
Oh.
of stuff when you're young like that, and you live with it forever. But
So that's why the you invited him like as for this podcast. I saw when I saw the Plong name on this episode, like
mhm.
I was like what? How this guy invite the Plong guy to the show? Like, oh, like
Yeah.
yeah, that's interesting then.
So the reason how I got Tyler is he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
also he was my drummer from Burn Your Bridges.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so years afterwards he got picked up by Prong after the band
That's
broke
sick,
up.
man.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. He is probably the best drummer that I've ever played with.
Mm.
So he'll have a long career for sure. But yeah, it's got to be a cool feeling, stepping out in front of a few thousand people as opposed to, your local clubs where it's like 100, 200, sometimes way less.
Yeah.
I've played to empty rooms before. I've played to 50, you know. So to be able to play in front of a large crowd has to be a really, really cool feeling. Especially with a band like Crystal Lake. You know,
Yeah.
they're a very well-known band. So
Yes.
that's um with Sailing Before the Wind, have you guys had any shows, I mean, festival shows or anything that's really a big draw like that?
Uh, uh, the next week we're going to Jakarta, Indonesia,
Oh wow.
and there's a festival called Jaklos. It's not
Hmm.
like a biggest festival in Indonesia, and I can't wait to how it see how it looks and what's what will happen.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Is is Indonesia far from where you are? Like I have no concept of other continents, unfortunately. I'm a typical American.
Yeah. Uh, so your question is like for us
Yeah, like how far is where you're going from where you are?
to Indonesia.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 15 hours. Like
Wow.
we are
15 hours?
yeah, I think we can go like directly, but this time there's a transit, so it takes a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
15 hours, that's a long trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just sleep through
Yeah, my neck will broke before the show. Like, oh, like.
it. So when you guys play, I'm assuming you just drive to wherever you're going.
But
When you guys play, you just drive to wherever you're going?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
I can't imagine. I mean, I know people do it. I have a lot of friends that tour, but 15 hours in a car or a van with your
yeah,
band and all your equipment seems seems rough.
yeah. But like the band, like doing a band is like doing transport. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, not a like music. Music itself is like very, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
the band, the same band doing
Hmm.
here, and the music itself is like, and here's like a transport and eating food, like,
Hmm.
yeah,
So, do you guys travel a lot for your shows, or is that just a once in a while thing you do?
um, usually we doing a show in our hometown like every month, every week. So there's no like kind of a like a touring.
Yeah.
Like we just going to the venue on the train by the train.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, yeah. Sometimes we there's three big city in Japan, like Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka. So like Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka,
Hmm.
three big cities, and each distance will be like 4 or 5 hours and drive, and
Hmm.
2 or 3 hours of drive, and that's like kind of a Japan tour thing. Like
Hmm.
when the band came from overseas, like doing Japan tour, Let's Go is kind of that's three cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. And that's your normal circuit is between the
Yes. Yes.
three?
Yes.
So where I am, I'm in New York. I'm on Long Island, so it's not a very big place.
Hmm.
We have our venues that are 20 to 30 minutes apart.
Oh.
And sometimes bands complain about that 20 to 30 minutes. And you guys are going 4 to 5 hours at a time to get to the next show regularly.
Oh.
Man, we are spoiled here and we don't even know how good we got it. But it's funny because the further we drive out, like where I am is not close to where like New York City is.
Hmm.
But New York City doesn't really have a huge music scene in and of itself anymore. It has some places, but um it's dedicated to certain genres. So like thrash metal is really big in New York
Oh.
City. For things like metalcore, it's either we play where we are, where there's a venue
Hmm.
every 20 to 30 minutes, or we go outside of the
Oh.
state entirely, which is, that's a couple hours. But on a regular occasion, any band could play, I would say, 7 venues within an hour of them.
Mm.
So, and now with your 3 locations, because I want to understand this, is that like only one venue per city?
Hmm.
Wow.
Oh,
So
no, 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 no. There's a couple venues.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I thought you were saying that there was like one venue per city that you play that you can play. I was
No,
like, man, that sucks.
no.
That sounds like a rough time if that was the case.
Yeah, for sure.
So now Sailing Before the Wind, you guys have been together for a bit now, going on 15 years.
Yeah,
Um, you just released your first full length this year, right?
yeah, for sure. Yes.
So was there any particular reason it took that long to do a full length, or was it just kind of a trend with the industry? Because I noticed that too over the years that everyone's been doing something like EPs, like really condensed.
Yeah.
So what was the strategy?
Um, it's like basically, I would say no strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like thinking about releasing album like when I started this band, like
Mhm.
trying to put out the album as soon as possible. But like, like touring, the lineup changes, the like your life, like
Yeah.
job, like so many things happen in the like I was like, what? Like now 25, what the fuck is going on? Like it's been 15 years and like there's no album from the band. Like what happened? Like
Right.
yeah.
So,
So I stopped thinking about the strategy. Like let's go releasing the singles from the album first, then like blah blah blah. I stopped thinking like that. Let's go making the album
mm,
and put it out. Like kind of a just do it thing. Let's go. Like
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, sometimes you have to just say, no, we're
yeah,
doing it,
yeah.
you know?
Yes, yes, yes.
Because everything that you guys have released has been great.
Thank you,
I've been listening to you guys a lot lately, and you know, everything I've heard was just great. So when I saw
thank
that
you.
this was your first full length album, I was like, man, they are deep in their career. So I was curious, like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
um, yeah, dude, everything, everything is just great musicianship, great songwriting, and then having my first experience with you guys be like seeing a live video
Mhm.
performatively, it looks fantastic too. So like you guys have a really cool thing that you're doing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. And I have to tell you, the artwork for the album really drew me in too. It's
Oh
very
yeah,
cool. I really like the blues and the way everything was kind of standing out like that. Um, I was looking at, your website where you have your vinyls for sale and all the other stuff. And I'm like,
yeah,
man, that's really cool stuff.
yeah. The same guy designed all of most of all releases, like designed the cover.
Cool. Very
Yeah,
cool. Um, do you have any plans for doing another album?
yeah. I already have like demos for the next album,
Oh,
like
damn.
10 songs or like kind of like
There you go.
yeah.
Very
But I
cool.
maybe next time I'm gonna like thinking about the
Yeah.
strategic maybe, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, I know this one just came out, so you're probably not in a rush to get another one out so
Yeah,
soon.
yeah,
You want to really work this one through. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, it's cool to, I mean, I hate that it took me 15 years to find you guys, but I'm glad that I found you now. So that's a cool place to
yeah,
pick up with you.
yeah.
Um, so what's the rest of this album cycle looking like for you? Do you have any plans for like doing music videos or singles or
Yeah, we're thinking about the making the music video from the album, but like now everybody in the band like w- if we make the music video from the album,
Mhm.
why don't you make the music video from that next upcoming album, like
Mm,
for the new one.
that's true. I think
Yeah,
you could do both.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
especially since this album is so new. Um, it's still very early with promo. You could
yeah,
easily do that.
yeah. Probably we're gonna make the video kind of it, for like remind the album, like
Mm,
yeah, like a kind of a post promotion thing.
mm.
Yeah.
When you write, are you the main songwriter for the band?
Yes, yes.
Very cool. And like when you're putting everything together, are you demoing out like the other instruments, like you playing guitar and drums too, or just writing the melodies and bringing it to the band?
Um, Basically, I wrote everything as do you know Guitar Pro, the digital tabs,
Hmm. Okay,
guitar
that's
tabs.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I make the tabs for every single like phrases,
Hmm.
and I make the MIDI for the drums, like drum pattern.
Oh, cool.
I also write the lyrics for the song, and then I pass it to the other guy in the band.
That's very cool, dude.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of experience with programming drums and
Yes. Yes.
that's cool. That's an art form, man. It takes a long time to get good at that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I've been like struggling like 15 years.
Yeah. I hear that. So when you write your lyrics, what are some things that you like to write about?
um, I'm always trying to like not into much details like I don't write the love song
Hmm.
like because it like too how do I say it's too much explanation
Okay.
like yeah like this happened and she said this I said this like
Yeah.
that is kind of a not my thing,
Right.
you know what I mean. Yeah. So I always try to put the space for the listeners, so
Mhm.
like they can like
Okay. Like they can interpret
yeah
it.
yeah yes
Very cool.
yeah like oh this means maybe this or maybe this or like
Hmm.
there's a thinking space for the listeners.
Very cool.
Yeah
I always appreciate when bands do that. You have what it means to you and what you're writing about, but it also challenges the listener to think, for
yeah
themselves too.
yeah
Um, that's it's very true to the bands that you mentioned earlier too. Um,
yeah
August Burns Red is big on that. It dies today. So it's
yes
very big on that. So
yes
that's awesome. That's I mean, you guys sing in Japanese, right?
uh oh
Or do you mix?
little bit Japanese on the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it is it mostly English or is it
Mostly English.
very cool, man?
Yeah.
That's very cool. That can't be easy to do. I mean, I don't know. Is is English a popular language over there?
N no, 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 no.
No.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to want to write and sing in English?
The Japanese language is kind of like very the syllables is very like what you I mean, for example, mm, こんにちは、ありがとうございます. It's like it's a Japanese language, but
Mhm.
it's a not a smooth, not
Okay.
smooth,
So
like
it's like
yeah,
phonetics almost.
yeah, なんか、ございます。なんか、very clear syllables. So
Okay.
yeah, sometimes um I want to like the um vocal lines very like smoothly.
Okay. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah. So that's why we choose the English for the singing.
That's cool, man. That makes
Yeah,
a lot of sense.
yeah.
Um, I was always curious about that, and I don't get to talk to many people overseas.
Mhm.
You're actually the first one that I've ever interviewed that's,
Oh,
in another country. So,
sweet.
um,
Nice.
I was always curious because I see a lot of bands from other countries that sing dominantly in English,
Yeah.
especially where English is not the primary language. You know, like Rammstein from Germany sings
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot in English, even though they're a German band.
Yeah.
Avatar from Sweden, In Flames from
Yeah.
Sweden, they sing all English. It's very rare to
Yes,
hear
yes.
anything other than English, even though it's not their first language over there.
Yeah. But I can say like, for example, if Iron Maiden or Judas Priest or whatever, if they sing in Japanese,
Yeah.
all these bands will sing in Japanese, I think. Like,
Mhm. Yeah. You're probably right
I yeah,
there.
yeah. I grew up with like August Bound. That's they all sing in English, so like that very gave me a huge impact for the vocal lines, like flows and rhymes, and that's why I choose the English.
Is that how you learned how to speak English, like through music and lyrics, or did you like take classes or
Oh, I've never take the class, just trying to like I don't know. I've been managing the socials of like Instagram, Facebook,
okay.
YouTube, all that, and I've been like trying to communicate with the people using English. That's why I improved my skills for the language. So so I can understand the slang, like
Hmm.
for example, like IDK. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, first, when I saw that first time, like, what is this mean? Like, uh, I never saw that word, like
Right.
IDK. What? Yeah, but now I easily understand what they trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, everything has become so uh condensed and abbreviated.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
actually I don't know how you feel about it as it was something you had to really like learn and pick up on, but seeing it in just everyday use, it is so frustrating because nobody wants to spell out the actual words
Uh,
anymore. Everything has to be abbreviated and shortened, and I'm like, damn it, dude,
yeah.
just say the fucking words. So much
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah. Like RM right now
Yeah.
is like RM. Like what the fuck? It's like
Some of
it's
them,
all yeah. It's already short. Like
exactly.
yeah.
Some of them I'm still figuring out. Like, I just don't care enough. Like, I when I was growing up and learning, how to type on a computer and everything, there was no abbreviations. You just typed everything out. You know,
Oh
when you were writing, you just wrote everything out.
yeah.
There was no shortening what was already short
Mm-hmm.
enough. And then texting became a thing. And
Yeah.
that's when all that started. The IDKs and the RNs, like, ugh. Just write it out. It's not hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool that you had, that come up with learning the language, and I'm sure that was not easy to do. So my hat's off to you for that, because I don't think there's any way I could learn Japanese. It seems like a very complicated language.
Yeah.
I have friends that were taking classes and lessons and trying to learn through YouTube videos and stuff, and they're getting good at it, but it seems so difficult. Like I can't wrap my head
Yeah.
around it. And you guys have different I don't want to say different dialect, but different styles of writing, right?
Writing.
Like the I guess the letters, or
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
like you have different ways of writing. Like there's two different or a
Yes.
few different ways of writing certain things, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's making my head spin thinking about it. But yeah, man, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So with the band, like I'm assuming that this is essentially your band and the guys are just kind of brought in for the performance, or is it more collaborative than that?
Oh, sorry. What?
So when you're getting together to play new
Mm-hmm.
music that you're writing,
Mm-hmm.
does everyone have their own input into writing, or
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah?
Like like drum fills or like vocal like they always give me some ideas like what if singing like high scream or like what if singing it lower scream
Hmm.
well what if like sliding this phrase or like put some choking band for the phrase what like they always give me a nice idea
Okay,
so
that's cool.
like yeah, yeah,
And like your guitarist, I'm assuming if there's a solo he wants to do, like he's free to.
yeah, yeah,
That's cool, man. That sounds like it's very collaborative, considering that,
yeah,
you're writing everything. It's cool that you let people do that. Um, I feel like that's a good work environment, um,
yeah,
creatively for everybody
yes,
to be able to
yes.
express themselves. I know plenty of situations where there's the primary songwriter and everyone just plays what the primary guy wants them to play, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't play it, then
Yeah,
they'll find someone else who will.
yeah,
But it's cool that you run things like that. It sounds like you guys have a good thing going. And
yeah,
so have you've had different members through the years, right? I know you mentioned before that there was a couple of members in and out.
yeah. The Kosuke, one of our guitarists, is he joined the band 2015, I believe. So me and Kosuke grinding so hard like through the years, and the other three guys what joined the band recently, like 3 years ago,
Okay.
1 years ago, like yeah. So it's kind of a almost new band. It's
Yeah.
like yeah.
And the first guy you mentioned was your drummer, you said, right?
Uh, drum. The drummer is joined the band the last years, 2024.
Oh, the
He
drummer's
joined.
new.
Yeah,
Okay.
new.
I wasn't sure who you said was the one that joined in 2015. What he
The
what he played. The guitarist.
guitarist. Yeah,
Cool. So you've had him for about 10 years then, so that's a
yeah.
long run.
Long run for sure.
And the rest of the guys are are working out, it seems. You guys are doing great, so
Yeah.
um so with what you're doing right now, looking into the future, what do you have going on in 2026? Like, are you looking to do any touring? Obviously, you're already writing for the next album, but what's 2026 look like for Sailing Before the Wind?
We've been trying to tour the States,
Oh,
the
cool.
United States, but like the problem, the issue is like we need a visa or like kind of, you know,
Yeah.
but the it's harder and harder to getting the visa for that band.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a huge problem to us. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, we need a like a level of management or like kind of like the people helped us,
Hmm.
helping us to bring us to the States. So the next year I'm hoping like meeting or like people like that like support us. We need to like find a one, find
Yeah.
a guy.
Yeah, like an investor
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
cool. Well, if you do make it over to the States, come to New York.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to see you guys and meet you in person. And I'll definitely be able to help you get onto a show too.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Are you guys, you're not currently signed, right?
Yeah, we never signed any levels, like
No,
completely independent.
very cool.
Yeah.
I honestly, I feel like that's the way to go, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
certain things become easier when you're signed, like getting
yeah,
visas and all that, but independent music is always going to be the best way, you know.
yes.
You don't have to worry about anyone else telling you what to do or
Yeah.
losing the rights to your songs, you know. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, like what if we doing the like club core stage
Yeah.
moves by the levels of management. Like you guys should this dance or like this spins.
Yep.
Go ahead. Like that's like
Yeah.
that's not natural.
No,
Like
it's not. It was a thing in 2003. It's
yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, it's all starting to come back now too.
Yeah.
The younger bands are starting to do that where they have
Yeah.
the guitarist and bassist trying to roll over each other's backs and
Yeah.
I mean it was fun, but that kind of thing, it fell off for a reason. It's not supposed to be popular anymore.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, no, you're absolutely right, you know. You don't want to have some guy breathing down your neck telling you how to run your band, how to perform,
Yeah.
you know. It's not worth your artistic integrity,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
which I'm noticing more people are starting to protect that more now.
Mhm.
Now that, more bands have been going independent because they're not afraid to anymore, you know.
Yeah.
For a while, every band was terrified to do something on their own because they're like, well, what if we don't make money? What if we don't, succeed or have this help?
Mhm.
But they were hurting themselves in the long run. They weren't making any money anyway. The label was making all
Mhm.
the money, you know.
Yeah.
At least you guys know if you sell merch, you're getting
Mhm.
profit from that merch. If you sell your music, it's going to you. It's not going to someone else, you know. So if you can do everything independently, dude, stay doing it independent. That's the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I hope that things can happen for you guys because you deserve some success, you know. You've been doing this a
Oh,
long
thanks.
time. You deserve some payoff from it, and I would love to see that for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are so talented, and your shows look like a blast. So hopefully, fingers crossed that you can bring that over here because I would love to experience that.
Yeah. Thank you. How about you? Like any plans to come to Japan? Like,
I man, I would love to, but I'm terrified of flying.
oh, okay, okay.
So if they, have a cruise that goes over there,
Oh,
I'll take a cruise.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I flew at a very young age and I didn't like it and I don't
Ah,
know. Things are things are weird right now
yeah.
with the way, the American economy is going with the
Mm,
tariffs and how airline jobs are getting cut and
mm,
it's just I don't know. It feels weird, you know.
yeah.
As someone who doesn't fly regularly, like I drive everywhere, you know.
Hmm.
If if me and my wife go on a trip, like we'll get in the car and drive the 20 hours to go to where we're going,
Wow,
you know.
wow.
Um yeah, we just took a 2-day trip on a train going out to a
Mm,
friend's wedding and it was great. I had a great time because I was traveling and not driving for the first time. So
yeah.
I enjoyed myself. She went nuts, but uh yeah, something about flying, I don't know. So
Okay.
I hope to see Europe and Asia and all that kind of cool stuff one day, but I will be definitely going via boat to get there.
Nice.
But yeah, man. So I think I'm gonna let you go because I've had you on for now about an hour and a half, I think, right? I don't even know what
Hmm.
time it is. Actually, no, it's not even. Oh, it's only been an hour. I can't see
Yeah,
the
it's
clock.
been over.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you go, but it was an absolute pleasure talking to you. I'm so excited to get to connect with you, man.
Yeah,
Instantly became a fan of your band, so I can't wait to see what you guys have going on in the future. And yeah, it was super cool touching base with you. And if you ever want to come back on the show, you let me know. I would love
yeah,
to
for
have you
sure.
back on. But
Yeah, for sure.
have an incredible 2026 and stay in touch. I
Yes.
would love to keep in touch with you, man.
Yeah.
Um, but good luck with everything. And if you come stateside, make sure you stop in New York. I would love to party with you guys. Um, and I look forward to the new record whenever that may come out. But again, thank you so much for hopping on with me and spending a little bit of time with your morning with me. So um, have a great day where you are. It's bright and early. So
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on this podcast. Um, I'm super happy to talk with you. Like, I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
of course, man. And before we go, is there anything you want to plug? Anything band related you want to mention?
Um, check it out the album if you haven't. It's a very good album for sure.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I will be buying a vinyl of it as soon as I can. So,
awesome.
um, yeah, dude, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun, man. So, I'll talk
yeah.
to you soon. Enjoy your day, and
So talk to you soon. Thank you.
anytime, man. Take care.
Yeah, take care.
It was such a pleasure having Bitoku on the show today. Dude, you did so well with it. I'm so glad that we got the opportunity to connect. You guys got to make your way over to the States, man. Safe travels and keep kicking ass, brother. Thank you so much, everybody, for checking out another episode of the Face of Music podcast. This is going to wrap things up for us today. But remember, the easiest way that you can help me out with making this show grow is as easy as just telling someone that you know about it. You have been listening to the Face of Music podcast. Be well, everybody. Be safe, and I will see you again soon. Peace.